Do not just go after grants, but what's the impact here on potentially the grants ecosystem at large? There are grants from major companies still existing. What can you do with this information to put yourself in a better funding position? Are grants for small businesses on the decline, especially DEI grants? If so, is there anything you can do about it? This Wall Street Journal came out a couple weeks ago. It used our data on grants and grant trends. To get to this headline, companies are scrapping or rolling back DEI grants. I'm going to talk about the truth behind this article, and in particular, three things. Number one, what the data shows when it comes to grants. Number two, how the grants landscape has changed over the past year. And number three, what can you do today if you need grants or funding for your business or your startup? I'll keep today's video short. Thanks so much for subscribing, turning on alerts so you never miss out on anything funding or business related. Let me start with this article. This is an exclusive look at Skip data. We've tracked hundreds and hundreds of grants over the past few years. In fact, that's what informed this article. I've got the original paper copy right here. Since this was a front page article, diversity grants stall as companies fear suits. And it quoted our Skip data. Here are the 4 takeaways from this article. But first, be sure you have a free account on Skip, helloskip.com, Skip in the App Store or the link below. The largest grants and funding marketplace in the US. If it exists, it is on Skip. Every entrepreneur and business owner in the country should have a free Skip account. Here's the article and the 4 takeaways from this article. There's been a shift in corporate grant programs. Large companies, including UBS, PepsiCo, and Progressive, are reducing or reshaping grant programs initially targeted at minority-owned small businesses. Number 2, companies are moving away from race-specific criteria due to concerns over potential litigation, legal challenges. Number 3, our Skip data, a foundation for this article. According to our analysis of the more than 60 small business grant programs in 2023 that included race or ethnicity in their criteria, more than 40% no longer exist or appear to be moribund. Another 27% of those no longer use race or ethnicity in making awards. And only 30% of those programs continue to use race as their criteria. And the quote from me is, these tend to be the smaller grant programs. And the 4th takeaway is, yes, grants aren't fundamentally changing the trajectory of established businesses. Small grants still remain important. I mean, you can see today on the Skip dashboard that there's a few that are targeted based on race, such as the NAACP PowerShift Entrepreneurship Grant Program. It's been around for a few years. It is open now. $25,000 grant for Black-owned businesses. But what's the impact here on potentially the grants ecosystem at large? Well, you can take a look through here and see what's available. There are grants from major companies still existing. There are grants from eBay up to $50,000, grants from Gusto, the payroll company, up to $50,000 in prizes. Verizon has 2 major programs out now with $10,000 grants and $25,000 grants. Etsy has a $2,000 grants program open now. So those are just a few of the major corporate grant programs that still exist. Yes, despite DEI-focused grants being on the decline, something our internal database has shown, there is still a lot out there for you if you are looking for grants. $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 grants. But here is the important caveat. Point number 3, what can you do with this information to put yourself in a better funding position for your business or startup? Do not just go after grants. Yes, at Skip, we've built a grants platform, the best in the US, but we have so much more. I've always said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You can apply to grants. In fact, fill out your grants vault here. It's the several most common grant questions across the US. So whenever a new grant opens up, these questions will autofill and you'll be able to quickly apply for a grant. That's the key. How can you apply to as many grants as possible, as quickly as possible, so you can focus on other important parts of your business? In fact, there are 6 essential things you should have down as a business owner to be funding ready. This is on our funding ready checklist. Having a business legal entity, LLC, S Corp, C Corp, some legal protection, having a business EIN so you can have employees and pay taxes. Number 3, having a business bank account to keep business expenses separate from personal expenses. That's a must have. Number 4, having a business credit card for a similar reason. Number 5, having a business plan. Essential for you to think critically about your near, medium, and long-term plans. And number 6, maybe optional for some of you, but to have a website. Nearly all of the major grant winners on Skip have had a website. Links to those 6 things, if you want to complete them, are in the description. You can also use our funding ready checklist on a Skip. That'll put you in the best position to go after other funding, such as financing, lines of credit, loans, to help truly grow your business. In short, while some grants are declining, many are not. And in addition to corporate grants, we are giving out more money than ever before on Skip. We've given out around $1 million to date, including our instant $1,000 grants. We give out several every single week. Just in the past few months, we've given out over $130,000. Here's the list of winners. And we have our $10,000 grants, including one that's due this week, but we have those every single month. In short, opportunities still exist for you. To end, remember these 2 things. Despite the decline in certain DEI grants, there's still plenty of corporate dollar grants out there. I showed a few of those examples, and there's more Skip grants out there than ever before. And our goal is to help you skip the red tape and apply to as many grants as possible, as easily as possible, to help you with the second point, freeing up more time to get foundational business things done. Make sure you take care of those and explore your other funding options to put you in the strongest possible position. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and liking this video. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.